Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and we're going to look at a game called Legendary Wings. This is another re-upload, an older game which I had a video of, but didn't have narration until now. But this is a shooter from Capcom in 1986, and it has a kind of a Greek mythology theme to it, sort of, except your characters can fly. You have mechanical wings, and you can play one player or two player simultaneous play, and you just go through a total of 5 levels. Sometimes you go underground, sometimes you don't, and there's various paths you can take, and you'll wind up back to where you were once you emerge from that path. And one of the paths you can take is a dangerous area where there's a bunch of enemies around and you have to climb ladders and shoot them. Another area is a lucky area in which you can collect bonus points. Collision with any enemy kills you. Collision with any enemy's projectile kills you. Sometimes defeating a group of enemies will give you a power-up bonus, and you can change the number of shots you can fire at once. They might be 3-way shots. They might be powerful shots. You also have a bomb button, so it's kind of like Xevious. That first two groups will give you power-ups. Now I have double shot. Your bomb won't hurt those statues that are looking up at you. But you do want to bomb those eagle symbols. They will usually give you power-ups. Now here is a part where you'll get sucked into that mouth if you don't go to the far right or left edges and fly past. Now I go underground and there's ladders. And just shoot like crazy. Those dragon things, if you let them, they'll stop and breathe fireballs at you. You can duck here, and you can duck and fire, so you can actually take out those little gray things. But usually I just jump over them. They can knock you down to a lower floor if you let them bump you off a ledge. Don't go to the lower floor. Stay in the middle. That's what I suggest. Eventually you'll need to climb to the top. And shoot those walls enough, and you'll destroy them. When you get towards a ledge, expect those gray guys to come after you, so back off just a little bit before you jump across. And we're almost to the boss part. This guy's pretty easy. The ground will fall underneath your feet, and you'll fly. Don't touch those spikes. I think they'll kill you. But just move, bob and weave, and just keep shooting. You'll eventually hit him enough to kill him. Oh, I didn't die because I'd already killed him. I think bullets can go through you at that point. Now I go back up top. And I come out of his mouth. You can't get re-sucked back in. And now we've got this group of enemies that will slowly change. Slowly change, and you'll be able to shoot them. And these statues aren't too much of a danger. Just bob and weave out of the way of their flying fists. Yeah, for the most part, shooting groups of enemies won't give you a power-up, but bombing the eagle target things on the ground will. Now, we can go to the lucky area. That left statue will take me to my bonus area. I go in an underground cavern, and you can collect all these treasures. You can shoot the treasures. So, not only do you not want to destroy your bonus points, but sometimes they'll change into enemies and attack you. So just collect them. You don't get a special bonus for collecting them all, which is stupid. But be careful, those enclosed areas, if the screen scrolls off and traps you, you'll get crushed. So be careful. And in those little enclosed areas, you're likely to find your power-up by shooting, but collect all the treasures first. And yeah, your power-up that you get is used in the underground areas too, but they'll disappear once you beat a level, which sucks. Can I collect all of them? Damn it. Shoo! But yeah, sometimes it seems that you're getting stuck on a wall and you can't get off. Controls are kind of weird there. And now I reappear right out from where I went in. Yeah, use your bombs on those bird things to get power-ups. Those are the most reliable sources. You cannot destroy these bird statues, and you cannot fly through them. So those guys can trap you, those enemies that are shooting. Take out those stupid ground cannons as quick as you can. See, my power-up beam is strong enough to go right through those big guys. Now here's the boss. This is real easy. Just bomb each head 4 times. Make sure you bomb the head. You have to bomb right on the head. There were a number of times where I thought I was hitting it and I didn't. You have to be pretty much on target with your shot, but they don't fire enough to really pose as much of a danger. Just bob and weave, draw their fire away, and then drop a quick bomb. Try to drop a bomb right on their heads. There, you'll hear a little tink when you do. There we go. Oh, well, that wasn't the first boss. The first boss is at the end of this next underground area. Yeah, you'll notice that this wider beam is super strong down here. Now we have these weird night guys that shoot these fireballs at you. With the wide beam, they're super easy. There will also be these ceiling cannons that'll drop missiles, and you'll need to take those out quickly. And those little bouncing balls, when you shoot them, they grow bigger, and they're much harder to avoid. Which sucks because you're so tempted to fire repeatedly and take out an enemy you're just about to run into. Some of the walls, or some of the floors, will fall from under your feet, and those helmet guys can shoot through with their fireballs. You really don't have a lot of room to maneuver. God damn it. Yep, and you lose all your power-ups, which sucks. But for right now, the bosses underground are not very difficult. And remember, once you kill them, then the enemy's projectiles will go through you, and you'll have beaten the level. That was level 1. Now we're on level 2. I didn't get very far in this, and I don't care. Yeah, only like the first group of enemies might give you a power-up, usually. It's usually the eagle ground targets at the bottom. Those things you can't fly through either. So yeah, you can get pinned by enemies easily. So watch out. And there's the head that'll suck me down again. Danger, Will Robinson. But yeah, you just go through this area. I think in this one you want to go to the top instead of on the middle, around the middle. Oh, I definitely did not want to get dropped down to the bottom. Yeah, a lot of areas from here on just kind of repeat themselves. There's some new wrinkles here and there, and enemies will shoot more often and stuff. But the game's kind of repetitive from this point on. I wasn't a big fan of this. It had an NES port. Enough people liked it so that it was popular enough to be ported, but I didn't think that much of it. But the bosses in particular are much easier if you have your power-ups. That totally sucks that you lose all your power-ups when you die and when you complete a level. Now there's this guy again. Yeah, he's real easy. Just try to bring his fire one way and then dodge and then come back down and shoot him and then move another way and just keep drawing away his fire and then going down when his shots pass by and take some shots at him. But yeah, with that wider beam, I think he goes down in one shot, which is pretty nice. I'll show you the last boss on this game. Now we have snake statues that you can bomb. I'll send these weird guys at you. Oops. I didn't give a crap anymore at this point. Oh well. You can continue, but you start right back at the beginning of the level that you died. Might be at the very beginning of the level, I don't remember for sure. Maybe it's at the beginning of, like, if you went to an underground area or something, is where you restart it, probably. But you gotta put in your whole name, unless you have a really, really, really long name. And they have names of other Capcom games in the high score list. I'm not going to continue here, but I will show you the very ending of the game. But after that, it just recycles. So you have the wide beam here, and that is the last boss. Dead already. And here is the ending note here. Thanks to you, the world is saved. And you start everything all over again. Pretty lame. I didn't really care for that game. But that was Legendary Wings by Capcom in 1986. As Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Legendary Wings by Capcom 1986. And I'll see you later in the future with another video. Take it easy, folks. Have a good one. Bye-bye.